Hello and welcome to Games. Thank you so much for coming to see me play a little bit more of Dragon Age the Veilguard today. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to get into this. I'm enjoying this. It's fun so far. Just getting through more. I don't love Dragon Age the Veilguard, but I do think it's actually a good game with a little bit of the wrong focus. And if it focused up more, you know, it'd be really good. And here's another thing as well. If you're BioWare, you make a game, and to be honest, it's a good game in a few ways. Like, the graphics are awesome, the gameplay actually quite fun, if it's not as bloody as I want. And before the game is even released, the whole public hates on it tremendously. I find it very difficult to actually have the motivation to make a good game. So, like, if you want BioWare to actually make good games in the future and to actually, you know, get on top of things, make it very difficult for them to use worse than putting in some effort. Let's kill some skeletons.
Looks like we're doing that!
What I will say though is that, like, there's a lot going on. It's not my favourite part, but I can't deny that I think it's good.
On your right!
Why am I here? I thought I was going to try and look for some extra and yeah, I just had some randoms comment on YouTube as they go playing, because they hate this game and they don't like the fact that somebody actually likes this game, and they can't stand that somebody actually does like it. I actually do like it. I think it's quite forward. And there's a lot that should be better about this, I think, particularly
Good
given
work,
the
everyone.
gameplay. But I do like this game. The RPG aspect is very small. The dialogue wheel is not there. BioWare are not in peak form with this game, but before you run, you need to learn how to walk, and before you walk, you're crawling. And since, I'd say, Mass Effect Andromeda and Anthem, this is BioWare crawling again, right?
Thank you for coming.
But they're actually starting to stand
We're in need
up.
of your assistance.
Emmrich said there were hauntings?
Malign spirits freed by the gods.
They have concretized.
Okay. So, here's what I think, right? I want BioWare to run again. To create another Mass Effect 2. Just, it'll be a Mass Effect 2 with this level of graphics. It'll be absolutely insane. And, if you want BioWare to succeed, you don't shoot them while they're learning how to run. They're crawling. You build them up again.
Bad guys.
BioWare are coming back. And if you want to see them succeed, you have to encourage them to learn how to crawl, and then walk, then jog, and then run. And this is a good first step. Is it a sword game? Absolutely. I don't like the dialogue build. I don't like the way that a lot of the acting has been directed here. It feels really off. But it is so hard to make stuff that's so easy to comment and criticize.
I'm there.
So if I was in Violet's shoes, let me just check that I get a phone call. I might say something like, hey, do you know what? It's actually a very good first step. One missed call. I can deal with that after this video. The potential is there. They are playing with some cool lore, even if I don't love that aspect of it. And if Violet can get this right with the acting in the story, they can make one hell of a game. They've shown they can produce some pretty cool combat and some pretty impressive graphics. So if they get the other stuff right, they'll make one hell of a game. Again, before you...
Gotta move. Watch out, left.
Run, you have to learn how to fall. Before you run, you have to learn how to walk.
You gotta move.
Before you walk, you can fall. So right now we're like... falling, learning how to stand up for things.
Ready again. Hitting us from range. Whatever you say. Get out of there.
Is it? I'm just gonna fight these guys. I'm not interested in fighting these guys. Combat is really tough. It's also really bizarre that the enemies just stay. And it's probably... This is Dark Souls, I suppose.
Those are bones. Has this spirit been scattering someone's corpse around? I bet the Watchers would appreciate us gathering up the bones. The bones we found just disappeared. Wait, what?
Going to blow everybody here. Yo, the undead was scarier in Level 3 as well. And that was a PS3 game. Not a bad effort, I'll give them that. But these guys really aren't that scary. They shouldn't be scary. As I said, the undead was scary in Lord of the Rings 1. Alright, here we are.
Should
Let's
you
go.
need me, I'm ready to plunge back into the fray.
Alright, I'm gonna have to actually kill those guys.
Still alive? Still alive.
There you go. Alright, let's do it.
Thank you again for coming. My duties include tending to these rites of remembrance. Excellent. Manfred found his way down. Very good, Manfred.
I like Manfred.
He sounds excited.
I thought we'd start the rites here. A tableau of the dead, commissioned 173 years ago. These lives were flickers against the ages, precious, fragile, and finite. Now they serve as a warning. Don't linger overlong in the gloom. Live with grace and fervor while you may.
What killed them? Still getting a lot of gloom.
Not sold on the healing power of skeletons.
It's all in how you approach it. That one's livelier. Here. Who were you when you breathed above?
This body was a tailor's, a mother's. She laughed and taught and wove the robes kings wore when they were crowned.
Tja. Someone must realign her thoracic vertebrae. I hope the novices are inspecting the displays.
It'd be only right.
Seems disrespectful to abandon something you built.
Precisely. No wonder there's been an uptick in hauntings.
Wait, what?
Let's continue.
So what now?
We light candles in remembrance of the dead. Would you care to light the candle, Rook? Look at this. The last tomb of the Tannhausens. A very influential family in the Storm Age.
We broke the bones of dragons.
A posthumous motto. Their last heir met his match against a Highland Ravager.
Death by dragon? I'm surprised there was enough to bury.
Do you know, I never expected that the door we found back in the Vault of the Beloved would lead here.
So the necropolis actually shuffles its rooms around?
From time to time. Very unlikely to happen while we're inside a chamber. Could you light the next candle? Aha! One of my favorite flowers! A variegated weeping widower.
You know your plants.
Alchemy is my hobby. It's a break from teaching spirit calling and theoretical applied metaphysics.
Right. Just on the side.
This way, Rook.
You were right about the gardens being peaceful.
The necropolis has its dangers, but these places are a refuge for the dead.
How many people are buried here? Examining the graves?
I like Manfred. Manfred is funny.
You'll need to light these candles as well. Open your hearts to the final day, companion of all the ages. I was pleasantly surprised by your respect for our undead tableau earlier, Rook. I'm beginning to think people outside Navarra find the necropolis a little unnerving.
The Grey Wardens have some unusual traditions too.
The spirits gather. Only a few more candles. Follow me.
Yeah, that is unnerving. Yo, culture dictates what's normal. And if you're culturally brainwashed to think a particular way, you think something is normal. If you actually have experience between different cultures, though, you can actually stand up for yourself and say, hang on a minute, this isn't normal. Doesn't make sense. For example, in some cultures, it's normal for one human being to try to go and promiscuously engage with every single other human being in that room, and to act surprised when there's drama and consequence as a result of that afterwards, when other people say, hang on a minute, what's going on? Like, why everybody here? In some cultures, yeah, like, because everybody thinks that that's the norm in that particular culture, you're allowed to do whatever the heck you want, even verbally abuse other people who get annoyed at if one human being is promiscuously engaging with absolutely everybody, and the disrespect that allows. And that's normal in that particular culture. In this particular culture, I don't know, it's, people are all dead, so
look here.
It's normal. But obviously, if you were cross-cultured, you'd say, hey, this is not normal. Your department, Emmrich.
This one's all yours, Emmrich.
Certainly. We're also enjoying the gardens, but with one last ritual ahead. On your way, my friend.
Spirits really are your specialty.
I've always had a rapport with them. Even as a child, they were my companions.
After you started...
Yes, currently busy, but yes. Yeah, well, could we go in 10? Yeah, I'll come with you.
Training here.
After I was orphaned.
Oh.
A collapsed building, swift deaths. After the funeral, the Watchers took me in.
Horrible. I'm gonna say death's pretty prevalent in this world, so I might not just say sorry about your parents, because that's obvious. Let's go down here.
They thought the necropolis was the best place for an orphan?
Better to learn death dwells all about us than be deaf when it calls. Yet, I was terrified of everything when I arrived.
And you still joined the Watchers?
They're what saved me. Come, the next set of graves lies ahead. Please, light the next candles if you would. There's much to recommend about the rhythm of a ceremony. It eases our worst hours. As a boy, the Watcher's rituals were exactly what I needed to steady my days with purpose.
And some death magic?
Well, every young mage needs a speciality. All this pageantry, this magnificent gloom and its rites. I ask you, Rook, what is it for?
It's gotta be the living, right?
Yes, exactly. This place is an abundance of history, of magic, of memories. The Watchers preserve it so the living may draw comfort from those who've gone before.
I wish this game was shorter.
We must get to the candle, please, Manfred.
You told Harding that Manfred used to be a wisp until you gave him a body?
Yes, he's taken so well to it. Haven't you, Manfred? Here are the last candles you'll need to light. Once you're ready, we'll need to ring the bell. Let the rites be acknowledged. Our bonds seen and sealed. We honor the listening spirits.
What spirits are there? Are they good spirits or no? That's not good. I've killed
Hail
lots of
from the abyss.
We witness, good watcher. Faith kept in all our hearts.
What was...
The necropolis hosts many spirits. We thank these guardians for their protection and friendship. We'll need to ring the bell once more to close out the departing ceremony.
So you were really afraid of this place as a child?
It wasn't the necropolis itself, but what was draped around it. Have you ever been frightened by the thought of dying, Rook?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Hasn't everyone from time to time?
When I was younger, it happened more often than that. That's when I discovered I possess a great terror of dying. It goes beyond dread. Can't be reasoned with or soothed over. It comes without warning. In the dead of night, in sunlit streets, a raw, strangling fear struck somewhere deep past the heart.
That's an issue for a necromancer.
Oddly, I discovered I wasn't alone. I debated this fear with friends. I argued with teachers. Yet, it lingered. Manfred's right. That's maudlin enough. There are struggles, but a watcher should always find peace amongst the graves. And what sort of host would I be if we didn't end with some light refreshment?
In a graveyard.
We're having tea. Here. By the dead.
Tranquility itself. Oh, if you prefer your tea sweet, Manfred loves using the sugar tongs.
That's really funny. Okay, walking the graves. Well, before we go right into the necropolis, Emmrich confessed that he's always been haunted by a fear of his own mortality. The rites brought him peace, however, and left him with an even greater resolve to face the perils of the world above. Okay. Well, all of my friends have done their quests, so now let's go straight to the lighthouse and do that next meeting, see what that entails. Now, before that, I just want to see if there are any dialogue options that I can actually just have quickly with anybody.
Hey, am I interrupting?
Done in a sec. Morning ritual. The Darsam.
Those are the ropes people who follow the Qun wear.
We bind ourselves to remember who we are. Tie down the stuff that's too dangerous to leave loose. My mother made me do it every morning before breakfast. I had big fingers. Used to take me forever. Avatash. Shocker Toebra. Only a beast is confounded by knots. A girl masters herself and the Darsam.
Seems like you did.
Looks like you got him under control eventually.
Nah.
I don't... She's
Rook,
not
Tosh,
through me.
glad I caught you both. The Grey Wardens found a cave that one of the Blighted Dragons uses as its lair.
Where?
In the Husberg wetlands. There's no sign of the dragon itself, though.
I should check it out. We need to know how different the Blighted Dragons really are. They might turn into something like Gillenane's archdemon did. If there's a clue, I have to be ready.
Tosh is not... Okay, I am understanding why people are complaining about Tosh now, and it has nothing to do with other aspects of her personality or character. Tosh is not very likable, and that's a problem. How you doing, Harding?
Meet me in Ravane? I've got sparring practice with the Lords, and I could use the sea air. So could you.
You know, that sounds quite nice.
Let's do it.
All right, then. I'll see you soon.
Okay, excellent start.
Strength earns mastery.
Nothing I can really do there. Hey guys.
I'd heard of archdemons before, but never one like that.
Honestly, with everything I've heard about Gillenane, I'm glad it wasn't worse. In the legends about her...
Hey mate. How you going?
This is ominous.
Biago found something.
Something bad, I take it.
Venatori and Treviso. Like I thought. One of them might know where Zara is. Biago has crows watching them. We find them. We find
Zara betrayed you, bro.
It'll be fine. Just a stroll in Treviso. We'll get her, Lucanis.
We only get one shot at this. We go when you're ready.
Can you not see it? She's skilled. They wouldn't have taken the first talent. Zara betrayed you.
You did real good against the Gloomhowler boy. Just
Let's go.
We've gotten word from the Wardens.
Have they found Gillenane?
Not yet, but they found something else worth killing.
What is it?
One of her blighted dragons.
Yeah, okay.
The one that attacked me in Rathus.
No, the one from Treviso.
Damn it.
Where is it?
Husberg, not far from Lavendel.
This feels convenient.
So this blighted dragon just happens to lick its wounds near a bunch of wardens? Seems convenient. I don't trust it. Everyone's coming on this one. No exceptions. We need to put this thing down. For good.
This time, we've got a dragon hunter on our side. Right, Tosh?
Right. That's me.
Let's be careful.
A single dragon is still dangerous, and this one is blighted. Take care of each other and yourselves. Let's make it out alive.
Okay, I've seen this particular quest. It looks pretty cool. Like, this kind of content we're about to get into is actually pretty good. I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. Oh, there's so many different quests that I have to get through before the end to do this in a way that I don't kill anybody. Alright, I think I've finished this video here. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you next time in Games.